maximum air, minimal care. That was great. Whew, and exhausting. Good morning, all. Happy Saturday to you. And now, what I want to talk about is the following things. So, a lot of you, if you follow me on Twitter or other such forms of stalking, which I make very, very easy, you know that I've been kind of sick lately, which has been unfortunate. So I guess I kind of want to talk about things to do when you're sick and why being sick is the worst. Now, for me, being sick is really, really awful just because I get so bored, and not having energy makes me really depressed. It makes me just lay around on top of the fact that I need to be conserving my energy to heal, in theory. But anyway, so because I've been sick, I've actually done a lot of reading. And by a lot, I mean one book. And I feel like in today's modern era, reading a book over the period of a couple days is something that we need to take the time to recognize and do. It's so easy to get distracted and have immediate stimulation. For instance, last night I spent five hours definitely playing Flash games, which was awesome and delightful. I linked one of my favorites, favorite / most frustrating. I don't know, tell me what you think about Doodle God, because I found it to be completely irrational, but oddly addictive, you know? Just wait. And also, what is Brick for? I'm not gonna go there. What am I talking about? Being sick makes you sad. Oh, ways to avoid being sad when sick. The book I read while I was sick is A Visit from the Goon Squad by Jennifer Egan. This book was excellent. And I know it won the Pulitzer Prize, but like that's any motivation to read it. No, I read it because it was recommended to me from a friend, and as your friend, I'm going to recommend it to you. It's a really good book if you like stories about multiple lives that are all loosely connected, and kind of a series of vignettes from each of those lives. That sometimes the vignette takes place in the past, explaining the actions of this character in the future, as a side character in another person's story. And I think I really enjoy books like that because it's all about connection. It's all about the little connections that we take for granted every day. The strangers you pass on the street, the person who is maybe a side character in your life whose decision has an effect on your own, and you're like, why did this person do that? So yeah, this book offers a glimpse into that, and just to really, was I holding this upside down for real? For real, Hannah? For real, guys? Maybe I should just keep getting better. No, I refuse. I just hate it. I hate lying in bed. I hate it. Makes me so depressed. Anyway, despite the fact that the book was upside down, and maybe these sentences didn't really come together that well, who knows? It's an excellent, excellent book, and I very much enjoyed it. And if you have recommendations of other stories that are kind of like that, like the strings of life that come together, let me know. I read, what was the one about the guy who did the tightrope walk? It was really good. It's called like Strings, Let the Great World Spin. That was an awesome book. Let the Great World Spin was also really good. If I had to compare Let the Great World Spin and this one, I remember being mildly frustrated with Let the Great World Spin, and I have absolutely no negative feelings about this book, now featured right side up, whatsoever. So on to the next book I'm reading. Right now, I'm reading Life of Pi, which, as I tweeted earlier, is not the story of someone succumbing to the pressures of a bake-off in the hot, sweaty summers of the South. Maybe I should write that book. Life of Pi. It'd quickly be Life of Why. Dear God, why am I doing this to myself? Baking sucks. But no, this is Life of Pi. The main character is named Pi. It is also not the life of 3.14, blah, 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 blah. It's the life of that guy who's strapped on a boat with that guy. This is it. It's just like, hey, guys. And so it's about them hanging out. It's actually kind of interesting because it has a lot of different religious practices. But anyway, I'm just started, so I don't want to give any review yet. So that's me, kids. Just trying to heal up. I don't think, it's just frustrating. What do you guys do when you're sick? How do you stave off that just inability to stop thinking when you're sick? I read books. Read more books. Can't go wrong. Anyway, so that's my words from me to you this Saturday. hopefully these book reviews will be longer and more in-depth, but I hope that you enjoyed it for now. I hope you all are having a beautiful day, and that's it for me. Okay, mwah. Happy weekend.